Crystal Palace 3, Aston Villa 0 in the FA Cup semi-final. That was absolutely disgusting. Seriously, it was absolutely disgusting. Every single one of those players on that pitch should hang their head in shame because they were all awful. Every single one of them. It felt like you'd rocked up to a pre-season friendly for a bit of a kickabout, and it doesn't matter what happens. We were awful. Emi Martinez, awful. Cash, awful. Konsa, awful. Pau, awful. Digne, awful. Kamara, Yuri, quite possibly the worst performance I've ever watched from both of them. Rodgers, awful. Asensio, awful. McGinn, awful. Watkins, awful. Every single one of them was so bad. And this is the FA Cup semi-final. This is the pinnacle of English football. And you do not come to Wembley and absolutely stink the place out. Unai Emery, absolutely, tactically awful. And as you can tell, I'm fuming. I'm livid with that performance. I am absolutely raging inside. Because it is simply not acceptable. At any level. Whether that was Premier League, League Cup, but in a semi-final at Wembley. What on earth were we doing? What on earth were we trying to do? What on earth were the tactics? What was the game plan? If anybody can come in this comment section and legitimately tell me what we were trying to do, then I'm open to, I'm listening, because I'm here all night. I'm here all night. The big Palace threat on transition, and we just couldn't cope. We couldn't live with it. We couldn't deal with it. But and to be fair play to Palace, because they played their perfect game plan and it worked. So congratulations to Palace. But from a Villa point of view, what did we do? What did we try and stop them from playing? Did we? No, we just allowed them on transition. The one way that Crystal Palace can beat us. So we look at Crystal Palace's style and we go, what are they going to do? They're going to play on transition, aren't they? That is how they're going to beat us. And we just played into their hands. And what Palace did do well is they packed out central midfield, which made it very, very difficult for Villa to play through centrally. But the ball was out wide for Villa. The game for Villa was out wide because they're so narrow with Kamada and Wharton in the middle, and their wing-backs are pushed back at times. The space is out wide, but whenever we get anything out wide, it's backwards, it's slow, it's not taking that right opportunity when that ball does go out wide to get it in the box or be dynamic. And at the very start, I've ran through every single player, and they were just, I will do it, I'll run through them all. Emi Martinez, what's happened? Because he don't get near nothing. Eze shot, flapping, straight down the middle, nowhere near it. Saw strike, bottom corner, not a hand on it. distribution, slow. Cut back, Cash was back, and all we were doing was cutting it back. And he must have been told to do that. 2 centre halves, Pau just he couldn't pass it, could he? Digne, no threat down the left. The worst games for Kamara and Tielemans. Miles off it, absolutely miles off it, guys. No tempo, no sort of ingenuity to try and do anything, step on it, a yard off it, balls bouncing everywhere. McGinn did absolutely nothing, nowhere to be seen whatsoever. Rodgers, everything bouncing off him as well. Watkins, everything bouncing off him as well, running into blind alleys. I don't get what we were doing there either. Little balls over the top into Watkins with three centre halves round him. Come on, you got to be better than that. You got to find ways. You got to work the ball. You got to move it quickly. You got to see players dropping and moving and running and moving and just absolutely none of it. And that's where I'm saying, what's the game plan? What tactically was the game plan? And that's tactically. We haven't got on to mentality yet. We haven't got on to that. Semi-final. We need to be winners. We need to step up, rock up at Wembley, and for the team that we're striving to be, stick your chest out and get the job done. And we wilted. And some might say that this is being harsh. I simply do not care. I simply do not care. That, if you're happy, anyone is going to say anything like, you're being negative. If you're happy watching that, fair play. And now is not the time as well to talk about the season in general and the journey that we've been on and how far we've come. That is not the time for that. You can reflect on that come the end of the season. The season's still going. We do not need to reflect on how far we've come because we've got a better squad than Palace. We've got better players than Palace. And we've not turned up. We've got the squad there to rotate and play 2 teams. So squad fatigue, fitness is not an issue either. But to come here and play like that, it's unforgivable. It is really, really unforgivable because people will know that I want this club to prosper and be the most elite version of itself. And to start ticking off those things is you start coming to semi-finals and you start winning. You can only win. That is the thing. The journey can be great, but if you don't win, you ain't getting nowhere. You are not getting anywhere. Nobody remembers losers. And I, for one, do not want this Villa team to become losers. But just not good enough. Emery has been schooled by Glasner 5 times now. 5? I couldn't understand 2 or 3, but 5. Where's the game plan to that? What were we trying to do? The goal. Crap ball across the 18-yard box. Villa scrambling around for our lives. Finds Eze on middle of the 18-yard box. Quite central to Martinez. 1-0. Pick him up, guys. Pick him up. Pick the most dangerous player up and stop him from shooting. No. Penalty. I haven't seen the penalty. Went wide. Wake-up call. That's your moment. That's your moment where you go, right, that was the time where we can step up now and we can go, park it and progress forward. Sarr driving forward. Bang. Bottom corner. And then the last one is just... I'm so disappointed. with the way that we've played today and the way we've gone about it. This whole narrow Aston Villa. Where's the width? And Villa's best player was a player that hasn't played for about 3 games. Leon Bailey, out of nowhere. Villa's best player, bit of width out wide. You just can't make it up, can you? Why was Onana on the bench? Why is Barkley coming on ahead of Onana? Not good, guys. Not good at all. Stats. Let's have a look. Villa possession, 70%. No big chances. Palace, 3 big chances. 9 shots. Villa, 16 shots. Goalkeepers made 1 save. 12 corners. 547 passes for Villa. Tackles, 8. Palace made 18 tackles to Villa's 8. Which tells you everything you need to know. Shots on target. Palace 4 shots on target, 3 goals. Villa 5 shots on target, nothing. They missed 1 big chance as well. Was that the penalty? Big chance scored 1. Big chances missed 2. Sorry. Touches in opposition box, 36 for Villa, 20 for Palace. Final third passes, 69% for Villa. Duels, we won 42% ground duels, 50 aerial, 45% dribble success. They had overall 56% duels won, 58% ground duels, 50% aerials, 62% dribbles. Absolutely shocking. So narrow. Big blow, Rashford. Big blow, that was Rashford not playing as well. I'm gutted, guys. So disappointed. But in a way, so disappointing. Just not a good day. Not a good day. Got to the turnstiles. Ticket didn't work. So I had to go to the ticket office. Then, atmosphere, I thought weren't great. Lad in front of me, booing Leon Bailey when he came on. Everyone kicking off around us around that. It's not a good day all round, really. Right, I'm going to leave it there. So, Villa fans, let me know what you're thinking. Let me know your thoughts. How are you feeling? I'd love to know how you're feeling. And up the Villa.